what's going on, everybody? It's Kyle here, doing a little weekly purchases. So some of you guys have followed me on Twitter at SirPaul64. Probably see all my pictures every week of my weekly purchases, but downtime, thought I'd do a video, something a little different for everybody. So here's what I've picked up over the last week. So these might continue. Maybe I'll start doing this every week. Who knows what the world will bring us, but a lot of good pickups this week that I'll share with everybody. Thanks to everybody that's checked out my collection video. A lot of good comments in there. People want more content. I guess I really wasn't thinking of doing any more content, just that tour to get that up and share with everybody. But who knows? Maybe I'll do a weekly purchase. Maybe I'll start doing some fig finding videos. I guess let me know if you want to see something special out there. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it. But let's start off with some weekly purchases, some of the stuff I picked up over the last week.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and it is Sunday, and you know what that means. It's time for the weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, FedEx, and of course, that KG outlaw, Waylon Jennings. It is the weekly purchases, and in this video, we're celebrating 6-year anniversary of this very YouTube channel. I did decide 6 years ago to do this YouTube channel, and hopefully you guys enjoyed a little look back at the beginning of this video to my first ever YouTube video. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. It was the weekly purchases. That was the video that started this channel. After my toy room collection tour, whatever you want to call it, I did that. And then people said, hey, Kyle, start a YouTube channel. Start a YouTube channel. You got a lot of stuff. You can do this, that, and the other. So I said, okay, I'll start it off. And I did a little weekly purchases haul. And here we are 6 years later. I'd say we've came a long way. The hair has definitely grown in the last 6 years. A few things have changed. I got a ring light camera. I got a better camera. Before I was sitting at a table that was mounted everything on there, so it was bouncy and shaky. I didn't really know what to talk about. I still don't know what to talk about, Todd McFarland. But a lot has changed. A lot has grown over the last 6 years on YouTube. And, you know, the 10,000 hours thing, whatever they call that, you know, if you want to be good at something, now I'm getting a little too on my soapbox here. But I wouldn't say I'm great at YouTube. I wouldn't say I'm a YouTube star, all this kind of fun stuff. But obviously, if you do things more and more and you do 5,000 plus videos over the last 6 years, guess what? You're going to be a little bit more comfortable on camera. It's just probably natural, I would say. And you can see a long progression between that video and this one. I don't know, somebody out there will say, I haven't seen any changes at all. Teach their own, teach their own. There it is. But a wild 6-year ride it's been here on YouTube, and we're going to do the traditional weekly purchases. We're going to do the mail as well, but we're going to do a little bit of this, that, and the other along the way. Now, first, I want to thank the sponsor of a lot of the videos on the channel, a good friend of the channel. It is Jay's Toys and Games. Head over there, use code Kyle, save yourself 15%. You'll see some Jay's stuff later in this video as usual, but they are the sponsor of the weekly purchases. Appreciate their support along the way over these years, and been a store I've been shopping at for like the last 20 years or so, whatever time is once again. Check out Patreon, check out YouTube channel memberships. You guys know by now the best way to support this YouTube channel. Plenty of content to keep you busy. You get early access to the podcast. You do get everything under the sun as far as the videos go for both channels. You get the glamour shots, Q&As, giveaways. It's all going down on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel. Appreciate all the supporters for years over there as well. A wild time, of course, on the Patreon. And this month, we have a Turtles Patreon. Just a couple days left in that. We'll have a new giveaway. So if you want to be part of the giveaway, head over to Patreon, follow the rules, all that kind of fun stuff. A lot of fun over there once again. We do have a giveaway, though, here. I figured I'm going to give some stuff away. Now, you're going to see some stuff that'll be in future giveaways later in this video. But I am running a giveaway right now on my podcast. So this Tuesday, you'll see a new episode of the podcast. There's a fun giveaway kind of centered around the 6th year of this channel. So check out the podcast coming this Tuesday, or you guessed it, on Patreon YouTube channel memberships right now. But a lot of fun on the podcast each and every week. This week's episode was the behind the scenes of the Mattel Creations Revealed event. One of those cool things I got to take part in over the last 6 years as well. But we do have a giveaway on the podcast. We do have a giveaway on the Toy News yesterday as we had the 300th edition of the Toy News. Can you believe I've done 300 straight weeks? There's no days off around these parts for me. You guys know, no rest for the wicked. I don't mess around. 4 videos every single day between the 2 YouTube channels and a weekly podcast on top of that, and a day job and a family and a Todd McFarland on the couch and an apple and a pear tree or something along the way. But a lot going on. But we have a giveaway in the Toy News, giveaway in the podcast, and a giveaway in this video on top of the Patreon giveaway, and more Patreon giveaways to come. But I am going to give away. All you got to do is comment down below your favorite memory of the channel. How about that? We'll just do your favorite memory of the channel the last 6 years, whatever you guys want to say. And one winner will win Monarch, Superman, and Superman. Have all 3 of these handy. All you got to do is comment below your favorite memory of the channel over the last 6 years, whatever that may be. There's a lot of great moments over the years, of course. Comment down below, and I will pick a winner next week in the weekly purchases. Now, you will have to watch the weekly purchases next week, of course, to see if you're a winner. And I will email you, of course, if you are a winner. So I will call your name out next week if you're the winner. And I will say, hey, email TheKylePetersonShow@gmail.com, all that rigmarole. So make sure you're watching the video to see if you're a winner. There's some people that miss out on that kind of stuff. So make sure you're doing that. But there it is right here. That is going to be the giveaway. Celebrating 6-year anniversary of the channel. Like I said, a lot of other giveaways going on and some more to come. I'm going to have a lot of stuff to give away the next few weeks here. Trying to get rid of some of this double stuff. That's what we're going to do. But it is the 6-year anniversary. An important part of that 6-year anniversary, of course, is my wife, Angie. And it's time for the question of the week. All right, it's time for the mail girl, Angie. Angie, say hello.
Hello.
Hello, Angie. Good to have you here as we got a special episode today of the weekly purchases. Do you know what we're celebrating?
6th anniversary of your YouTube.
6th anniversary of the YouTube. You remember the first anniversary of the YouTube video we did?
Vaguely.
We had the kids were involved. They were very little at the time. We had nice messages from the Major Pod team and many other people. It was a great celebration of the 1 year. Then last year we had a big celebration for the 5-year anniversary of the channel. And now here we are, 6. And Angie going all out. 6. Now let's be honest. 6 isn't as big as 1 or 5 or 10. Right. But Angie going big or going home. Look what she got. She got a little a balloon, Angie. And you blew that up yourself?
Fun fact, it's actually a 9.
It's an upside down 9.
They ran out of 6.
They said, we're going to cut you a deal. And we said, we're just doing it for a bit.
Deal.
No deal? Oh, my gosh.
Full price, baby.
Have you not learned... Have you not learned something from this channel? It's got to get a deal, Angie. It's got to get a deal. You should say,
Finagling is your middle name.
I'm going to take a couple dollars off of this thing here. As you know, the money we'll earn from this episode here might almost pay for that balloon. Mm-hmm. Might almost. Probably not. But it's a loss leader channel. That's what we do. We love to just throw our money out for your entertainment. But the hits keep on coming, Angie. What else did you bring to the party here today?
A little cake.
She got a little cake. So
happy YouTube anniversary.
Happy 6th anniversary. We're going hard on 6. We're going hard.
Should we eat a piece right now?
No, not at the table. No, what kind of cake is it?
It's with chocolate or marble, maybe, with white frosting.
So Angie,
so not his fave. Kyle likes a yellow cake with chocolate frosting.
I feel like we're going back to last week on the podcast about the bagel story at the airport. You remember? You remember? What? I don't like cream cheese on my bagel. Angie ordered me a full. And then, how do I like my cake?
Do you like yellow cake with chocolate frosting?
Or white cake with chocolate?
Chocolate frosting looks ugly when you write on it.
That sounds awfully racist. I think is what that sounds like to me.
Have a white cake.
Oh my gosh. Well, the sediment still stands, and I'll take one bite of it and then spit it in the garbage because
that's crazy.
That's what I'm going to do. I have an eating disorder, let me tell you. But here we are, Angie, celebrating the 6th anniversary of the channel. And you never spit.
I'm going to start spitting.
If
you spit that cake out, I'm spitting.
I will not spit it out then.
Spit in your eye.
Nope. You'll get that later as part of
that pink eye.
That's the real 6th anniversary special here. But Angie and I.
Instant yeast infection.
In the eye?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't know anything about it. When you get in the eye.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I've never had cake in my eye either. But Angie, here we are at the 6th anniversary here, and we're getting ready for dinner here, and Angie picked the dinner tonight, and I couldn't say. It's a beautiful celebration here. Let's go to Kyle's least favorite place to eat for dinner. Where are we going?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, because it's not open on Sunday.
You and Emma must have discussed Five Guys.
Yeah,
She was in the car being like, I want Five Guys.
And you are the usual one that says, I really want Five Guys. You're like,
I like both.
You say, I got.
But Elle jumped in the car and she immediately asked for Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
and her and Sage had been her friend.
So you got her friend here too, but it's funny how I have the 6th anniversary here. All this hard work, all these years. Yesterday was the Toy News 300th edition of the Toy News. 300 Saturdays in a row, Angie. I posted the Toy News. No break, no missed episodes, nothing like that. Why can't Kyle go where he wants to go for dinner?
Like we stated earlier, you're anorexic and no one cares.
Ouch.
No one cares.
I am. I just don't eat anymore. I just don't have time. I just fueled on Monster. Got problems coming. And if you guys saw the podcast, which I guess unless you're a Patreon YouTube channel member, you'll have to watch it this week. But Monster coming on board as a sponsor could be happening. Had a very important business meeting. And you know me, I know a thing or two about a business meeting. So more on that in the future. Fingers crossed. Kyle needs to get some Monster in him.
I'll take some Flirt.
And she'll take this new Flirt they got. They said, oh, Angie, be good to promote this Flirt. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But more to come in the future here. But we're representing the 6-year anniversary of the channel. A lot of shenanigans, a lot of stuff going on. We had the 300th edition of the Toy News yesterday. 6-year anniversary of the weekly purchases. And Angie, you'll have to watch back. I know you won't, but hopefully you can at least thumbs the video up. I started this very video with the video of the opening of my first ever weekly purchases video.
I saw you something. Did you post a little...
I haven't posted it yet. You haven't seen it yet, but you'll see it. So we've come a long way, baby. That's what we're going to say. That's what we're going to say. So not knowing what I was doing to still not knowing what I was doing.
You should also do my first question of the week and see if I've ever...
And I was going to ask that. When did you officially come on for question of the week?
I have no idea.
It was so funny. Angie, for, literally like 5 years, wanted nothing to do with the YouTube channel. Didn't even want to be on camera. She was nice enough to be on the... Nice enough to be on the 1-year anniversary. Now she's just all over the place. All over the place.
Oh my God.
But Angie is here today. And Angie, do you remember your first time on camera for the show? No, it had to have been the first 1-year anniversary. It had to have been
so awkward because I'm still awkward.
And it was funny, that first year anniversary too, you had the kids and they were so small. It's amazing how fast they grow when they're little. So, 6 years ago in the lifespan of a kid is pretty hard. Emma, she's going to be 11 next month, and that means she was
5 and 9.
Yeah, 5 and 9. You did the math for me. I didn't have to get my fingers and toes out for Todd McFarland.
Kyle's good at reading. I'm good at math.
I guess, something like that. Something like that. But Angie, it's been a miraculous road over the last 6 years, and let's reflect back on a few things. We started a podcast a year ago. That was another anniversary. Just did the year anniversary of the podcast. And there's a lot of people sleeping on the podcast, and you're missing some A+ comedy over there. I'll tell you what. Will the mic work this week or won't it? That's one of them. For some reason, we have all kinds of trouble. Every once in a while, the mic works, and every once in a while, it doesn't.
It's because you're so loud. You take over my mic.
Oh, please. Somebody's got to be loud.
They're like, that guy doesn't need his mic.
Angie's loud in other places, that's for sure. She's like shopping malls and all kinds of stuff. But Angie, the podcast, the year anniversary of the podcast, there's been a lot of stuff going on. Now, I did do 2 books. Let me plug them. You know why I got to plug these books, Angie?
No one else will.
That was an old joke from about a year ago because nobody else will. But I did write a book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstar Series, The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Maker Series. Both books available on Barnes & Noble and Amazon as we speak. And I do have a few copies of the ECW one if somebody wants an autographed edition. Got a few of those left. But I did do 2 books. I went to San Diego Comic-Con a couple of times, Angie, over the last 6 years. We went to I went to PowerCon along the way. I went to Mattel Reveal just recently. Angie was there for that. Went to the Mattel WrestleMania event a couple of years ago. The Chicago Toy Show a couple times a year, every single year. Local toy shows as well. I had cancer and defeated cancer. Where are my cancer warriors at? Where are they at? I survived cancer.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. It was hit and miss for a while. It was hit and miss. I'd shave my hair. You know how that goes.
Oh my God.
It was tough. I survived cancer. And the real ones were there, part of me. And it's funny. A lot of people never, noticed, but I did. I fought and I survived. I had 18 stitches. This poor, beautiful face of mine just disfigured. Never the same. Never the same. Along the way here, Angie, we got a new dog in Ace. I think we had Lemmy and Domino before the channel, but Ace came along. That was quite the weekly purchases one week where we got a new dog. So a lot of milestones, a lot of things over the years. But Angie, to put you on the spot, what would be your favorite thing over the last 6 years?
Oh my God.
Anything? Can you think of anything? Was it going to California? That had to have been it.
Yeah, sure.
Why wouldn't it be? I mean, you got some sun, you got some in and out, and you got some ocean time, you got some Baywatch time. You got to watch the Mattel Revealed event from right there in the audience. What more could you have wanted?
So fun.
So fun. But a lot of fun here on the channel as we celebrate 6 years. So here's to 7.
Nostalgia.
What year do you think this channel will be done? Either I'll quit or I'll die or whatever. What year would you say? 10th year? 8th year?
10.
We're doing the math.
4 more years.
How many more we got in us? How many more we got in us? You know,
You're going to age yourself out of here.
I'm not here for a long time, as we know. I'm here for a good time, Angie. You know about that. Where are your hands? Yeah, but yeah, we'll see where it goes. You know, take it day by day. But I've been grinding pretty hard. The real ones know out there. I'm doing 4 videos every single day for like 3 years now. 3 years. That's a lot of videos. That's a lot of content. And I got to tell you, my day job's getting more busier than ever before. And that's got to always come first. After Angie, it's got to come first, right, Angie? Right. So we'll see. I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can, but we'll see what happens
You just
there.
need to go to 1 video a day.
I go to 1 video a day, you know, that's what it goes. Or maybe just 1 a week. Maybe I just do the toy news and the weekly purchases. We do the podcast, and then I do 1 review a week. 4 videos a week going forward.
I bet you could do less work and get more views.
Maybe, and I've heard that from a lot of people, but at the same time, it's not about the views and the money, but it would be great if this was my full-time job. Then it'd be a lot less stress in my life, but maybe more stress at the same time. I don't know how that would work, but maybe we go to 4. Maybe this is the turning point of the channel here going forward. We dial it back. It's the slow retirement. It's the slow retirement. I'm turning into my dad of like 2 years ago when he said he wouldn't be on the channel. And honestly, as much as I like doing videos with you, Angie, my dad videos were a lot funner.
Yeah.
It was a good time, you know, old dad. And of course, check out all those NECA Universal Monster videos over the years. But maybe one day he'll come in and just say, hey, everybody, and that'll be it. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see what happens in the future. But who knows? 4 videos a week, that seems awfully manageable. Of course, Angie, you were out working, shopping, doing grocery shopping today. I filmed 14 videos while you were gone. 14 videos today. Wow. And now we're filming this, and then we're going to go to dinner. We're going to do our thing. But Angie, I've babbled on enough, I think.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to show? Anything you need to show everybody?
No, I'm showing them.
No.
Already.
It's funny, this episode of the podcast coming up, it was kind of like you showed your underwear. I thought that was an interesting power move from the chair. So you guys will see it this Tuesday if you watch the podcast. Angie did a little quick flash, and I left it in there. So we'll see. I did upload the video already. YouTube didn't ban it or anything. So
cool.
Well, you'll be good. You'll be good to go.
The audio is not great.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, the audio you'll have to see, but it's a little echoey. But it is what it is. I don't know.
Did you edit it?
It's all there's nothing I could do. I mean, with this limited brain power, I don't know. And maybe that's the other move I do, Angie. Either I dial it back or I ramp it up and I hire somebody. I need somebody behind the scenes that is going to do a bunch of, you know, work and do stuff and editing and posting and doing reels and stuff. They just take the content. I'll film it. I'll do it all. And they take it from there and they become part of Team Kyle. It'd be great if I knew somebody locally though that would do that. It'd be nice if like that Midwest professional wrestling legend Gage Octane or something could do something.
He's probably about the only one that can do it.
I don't think he could.
Like edit it all.
I don't think he does any of that.
Well, I can figure out how to edit it, but you have all those weird quirks and stuff
And
I have to
that's the hard part.
insert and all
That's
the
the
little
hard
pictures,
part.
and I have no idea what you're talking
Nobody
about.
knows. You got to hit that Jerry Reed moment just at the right time, and nobody else besides me knows how to do that. I don't think. Maybe
You're one of a
somebody.
kind.
One of
You're
a
one of a
kind,
kind.
like a young Rob Van Dam. And Angie, here we are, 13 minutes in, and we got some questions. We got some extra questions this week. Angie, the first one here, read it off.
Able 75 Dev 60. Why does he keep saying Todd McFarland?
This is a question I get a lot, and I try to ignore it every single time, and I figured this is a special video. I will answer it once again. Now, the worst thing you could ever do as a comedian is try to explain your jokes to somebody. There's nothing worse than that. If you have to explain a joke, it's either not funny or it's went over their head and it makes them feel like they're not paying attention, whatever it is. It's like a magician. You don't want to explain your magic trick. But I'm going to dial it back here and I'm going to spill the tea. Is that what you say, Angie? Spill the tea? Now, first things first, guys, I hate to do this. I think there's some real ones out there, and we know about the real ones. You should just fast forward over this because you get it. We're on the same wavelength. But for the ones that aren't initiated in the Church of Kyle, I guess, I'm going to explain. I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit here. Now, first thing I hate to say this too, guess what? I really don't hate Duke. I really don't hate Duke. It's just a funny bit. I like to keep it fun. I like to joke around. That's what I do on this channel. That's what keeps me sane. This is my stress relief. I like to joke. I have a joker's personality, wouldn't you say?
Mhm.
I do that off camera too, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
I'm always joking. I'm always moving and shaking. Whatever. But it's a bit. And there's so many people that don't understand it as a bit. It concerns me for the population of the world. It really does, that they don't understand they're just jokes. And guess what? They're all off the top of my head. I don't know if you guys knew this, but a lot of people say, you sit there and for hours work into these jokes. No, it's whatever comes to my head. It's free flow consciousness. Get it out of my brain. That's what it is. But it's absolutely obscene. I've had repeated death threats about joking about Duke. And I can laugh that off, but it's crazy that people get that worked up about this kind of stuff. It is absolutely insanity to me. So that is number one. I know that wasn't the question, but I'm going to put it in here too.
Those people are reposting AI.
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But Todd McFarlane has been a friend on the couch for a heck of a long time. And it's called absurdist humor, Angie. I don't know if you've ever heard about that. But one thing I really would like, and that's why you're here, Angie. My dad was great for it as well. I like to have some banter off somebody. I don't need them to lead the show and talk, but to chuckle at a joke or go back and forth. And Todd is a perfect straight man from the couch over there where I can joke and pretend that he's here. Now, Todd, great friend of the channel. I got to meet Todd McFarlane. We just locked eyes, and it was like one of those things where you lock eyes for like 2 seconds, but it was like 20 years. And it was like we just downloaded each other's memories, and two became one right there in San Diego that time with Todd McFarlane. And the McFarland Toy Crew is a heck of a group out there. Say what you will, and a lot of people say, Kyle, you're a shill all the time. Well, I enjoy my figures. I like what I like. I don't what I don't. And I make it pretty vocal when I don't like something. And I'm the first to call something out. Just like Angie and her cough that's been going on for 3 months now. 3 months.
It's really...
But Todd McFarlane on the couch, I call him all out all the time about the pins. Pins are not in. I don't care what anybody says. I don't like the pins. But Todd is funny to joke off, play off, lead up for jokes, converse with people instead of just saying it to the camera. It's like you're conversing with somebody. You're playing all the hits with the feet, the toes. He's wiggling the toes. He had an action figure without shoes and socks on, people. He had that, and he colors and draws without his socks on and shoes. It's a thing. If you know Todd McFarlane, if you've been collecting McFarlane figures back in the 90s like I was as a kid, Todd's a champion, and he's a real one out there. Say what you want about him. He lives this life, be it comics, be it action figures, and he changed the game. So I've been a huge fan of Todd McFarlane and what he's brought to the industry for many years, and I am very happy he is on my couch each and every single day to play off of and joke off of and stuff. And we've had a long, long thing. You know, just the other day, I don't know where it went. Todd threw this paper towel at me from the couch the other day, and it was hard and crunchy. It was the stiffest thing I've ever seen. And I don't know, you might have to look at that and see what that is.
Back to your college days.
Back to last night. What are you talking about? No, Angie takes all that now. But that's why Todd McFarlane is over there. It is all a joke, and some people don't get it. And you wouldn't believe how many people have posted in the comments numerous times that, you know, Todd McFarlane is not really on his couch. No way, you're kidding me. But guess what? One of these days, it's going to happen. And maybe there's been talks. Maybe there hasn't been talks about that.
Hilarious.
So we'll see what happens.
Pan over there, and he's over there.
We'll see what happens one of these days. You never know. But it's definitely been in the conversation a time or two. So we'll see what ends up happening in the future. But it is just a lot of fun joking around. And then yesterday, Angie, I posted the Toy News, the 300th edition of the Toy News, and there's so many people that messaged me and stuff saying, did you know there's music playing in the background in your Power Town talk? I'm like, yeah, I edit the videos. I know it's in there. And people miss the humor in that. It was like a very country beat, like an old-timey cartoon foot chase. You know, it's like that crazy music in the background where you're just kind of chasing your tail. That's what I put in there for the 300th edition because Power Town, we're chasing our tail. It's going crazy for a long time. So I put that in there for people that understood it, and there's a lot of people that didn't understand that. So
your brain, it's one of a kind.
It is, and I've said way too much. I've spilled too many of my jokes, and I'm not going to do this again. This is the last time. But
you're also very smart, and a lot of your jokes are like
going over everybody's head.
Subconsciously, you're manifesting things that happen for you.
Never know. You never know. You know, my dad told me as a little kid, and this is some of the best advice I ever had, and I thought it was crazy as a kid. I never really believed in it. And I think he got this from my grandma, my dear old grandma who bought me so many figures at Ben Franklin's in Pomida once upon a time. And my grandma always did this, and I always made note of this when I was a little kid, a little life lesson here. Every day she started with a list. She had a list of things to accomplish every single day. And my dad has also done that kind of thing, and I do that. And my dad always says you can do anything you want to do if you really want it bad enough. And I have always attested to that, and I think you can manifest it into the world if you really want to do something bad enough. You want something super, super bad. I mean, I don't know if you really want to win the lottery. I don't know if that's realistic, but if you want to get that promotion at your job, or you want to write a book, or you want to make a YouTube channel, you want to, change the world in whatever it is you want to do it. If you work at it long enough, you try at it long enough, you can make that happen. And it starts with making a list, a dream list, whatever you want to call it, and you check it off. And my recommendation, the pro tip here, Angie, is I always start my list with something extremely easy I know I will do. I should just put in, I'm going to wake up and pee. I should put that in there because I know I can get that done, and I can cross that off the list, and you feel motivated. And you always knock out the little things, and then you start tackling the bigger problems. Be it you do a list for your day to day, you do a list for, the next 5 years, the next 10 years. You always be planning, you always be looking at that kind of stuff. And you don't even want to see my list. You don't want to see my list about Angie.
No books for days.
No books, but you should see my list I got about you.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
Good luck.
We got some work to do. Anyways, that's way too long, Angie. We got to wrap this up. Let's get to the next question here. These are a little faster.
I don't even know what that says.
Old school wrestling fan.
Oh, wrestling fan. Kyle, how old were you when you first started watching wrestling, and what superstar got you hooked?
Ultimate Warrior, baby. Ultimate Warrior. That's where it went from just like a little casual look. Okay. And I came into wrestling shortly after WrestleMania 3. So I don't know, 6 years. I guess I would have been in like kindergarten. 6, 7, of course. But it was after kindergarten, and I didn't know about wrestling. I didn't know anything about it. I was all G.I. Joe, He-Man, everything. And then some kids at the old playground were doing wrestling moves and stuff. I'm like, what are these guys doing? And you inherently know wrestling moves, and they're like, I'm gonna be Big John Studd or whatever the kid was doing. And I said, what is this interesting? And they told me, Saturday mornings on Fox. Fox, the one that shows the reruns of G.I. Joe or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I know Fox. And I watched it, and it stole my heart and never let go. But I'll never forget watching it at first, and my dad immediately coming in the living room. This is all not on the up and up. This isn't real. I don't know if you know that. So I never had a minute to believe it was the real thing, which I don't know. I wish I would have known.
I'm glad you didn't, because you just go too hard, like you and Santa. Oh my God.
Yeah, maybe.
You're still not over
maybe
that.
That's true. But I would have liked to have known I would have liked to have believed it was real for like a month or two or something, or like at least to the next pay-per-view. But so immediately I'm like, are you sure? And then you kind of watch it, even at like 5 years old, you're like, yeah, I guess. And
you're like, well, he lied to me about Santa.
Well,
you still believe
I still believed fully in Santa at this point. But I was like, yeah, I guess I can see how that, yeah, okay.
Did you go tell your friends?
I don't remember.
Devastate them?
I don't remember.
Gosh.
But I remember that started, and then I was like, okay, what are these LJNs? The next thing you knew, I owned an Outback Jack in my collection. Never forget. So I was pretty young. I mean, that's where I first started watching wrestling. And like a lot of people stopped watching wrestling some point in their life, maybe their teenage years or whatever. Guess what? I am a guy that never gives up, Angie. Never gives up. I never stopped watching wrestling. Do you know I've never missed an episode of Monday Night Raw?
That's crazy.
Never once in like the 30-some years of Monday Night Raw. I am such a... Like, I have it on the DVR or whatever. It's like I have to watch it. I have to do it because it's just like...
Well, you're so routine.
I am very routine, and I like things that are always there for me. There's so much hardship in life and hardship over the years. So you got a homing beacon that I know every Monday night during this time, I can feel like I'm home or something.
It's like a comfort blanket.
It's a comfort blanket, something like that. And I have a lot of things like that, Angie. I have a lot of things in my routine. I'm an old man with routines, that's for sure. I can't wait till I'm retired and I get that real routine going.
I'm gonna be dying.
We're gonna be going to the diner and splitting that pork tenderloin.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Trust me, like a young Jake the Snake Roberts. But there it is. Warrior got me hooked for life. Other way there, sweetie pie.
Amateur.
All right.
What is this? Be juggle rocks. When you refer to figures having a deep cut, does that mean it's more detailed? Thank you.
So this is a very basic question, and this guy could be new into the game. Who knows where it is? We all start somewhere. And Angie, Angie, you and your coffee. Angie said, I'm going to cough right into the microphone.
Duh.
Let me cough into the microphone. Let everybody hear.
Cough away from the phone.
Unbelievable. I don't know what's up with this cough. We're going to take you to the emergency room after this. I'm over
asthmatic.
it. It's been going on for like 3 months now. I'm sick of this cough. You know, I don't
Love
know.
it.
Just don't give it to me, whatever it is.
It's not gonna take too
But Angie, do you know what a deep cut is?
like it goes way back. It's like a throwback.
It could.
Deep cut.
So when I use deep cut, it is basically it's a character that maybe nobody really knows. It's like it's not a Hulk Hogan, it's not an Ultimate Warrior. And Arnold Scotland is a deep cut. So that's what a deep cut is. It's not like you think of Batman, there's a couple iconic Batmans you think of, then you see a new figure that you never heard of. That's a bit of a deep cut. You know, there's stuff you know about, and then there's stuff that...
So the real ones only know the deep cuts.
Yeah, the deep cuts are a little tougher. So like, you know, everybody knows Legion of Doom in their red shoulder pads, and maybe the Road Warriors in their black shoulder pads. But do you remember the gold ones from that SummerSlam, or when they wore the blue, or the LOD 2000? Those are a little bit deeper cuts. So that's what I mean when I say deeper cut. It's a deeper cut look. It's one you don't see all the time. It's a little bit off the beaten path. That's a deeper cut. Next question.
I'm gonna go ahead and go this way. You read it.
Okay. And we're going to end with an interesting one, as I get this a lot too. So we're really clearing up a lot of weird things here on the channel. We're spilling the tea, as we said earlier. I'm going to say this.
Wibb's Toys Bin.
And I get this kind of a lot in messages and stuff, but it is Wibb's Toes Bin. Wibb's Toes Bin. Hello, Kyle. Please make a video with you playing with your action figures. I'm particularly interested in seeing you play with the wrestling action figures in one of the rings. Can you set up a WrestleMania playthrough video? Thank you. No, I cannot. It is very weird that people want to see me set a ring up and play. Should I do it?
Do it.
Should I do this? Would that be funny? Would I go old school Kyle? I'll get the ring out and I'll do it just like I did as a little kid. Yep. I'll get the Royal Rumble. I'll have the figures behind me. Next up, it's Outback Jack. He's back again. I don't know.
Hilarious. I bet it'd be your top viewed video.
Probably, and that's the sad thing. I could take the easy way out on a lot of things. One thing you know about this channel, I don't do a lot of clickbait stuff. There's a lot of people who do clickbait stuff. It's just, I try to keep it as honest and stuff, and nothing worse than getting a clickbait title. It's just a wild time.
Unless he's using my boobs.
I'm not using
really
anything.
not a clickbait.
I'm not using anything.
They're there.
You know, Angie, it's the 6-year anniversary. Why don't you just show them? Why don't you just show them? Let's get it over with. Just show them to everybody. Let's see them. Let's see them. Maybe this summer when it's warmer and the tan lines are a little better, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. But I'm not going to do that. There's a lot of people, I've had comments. I don't get them as much as I used to, but people said, we want less of your face unless you're talking more of the action figures. Well, there's a million channels for that. There's a million hand modeling channels. Nothing against them, but there's a lot of people that's just their hands. I don't want to do that.
You got nice hands.
It doesn't interest me. That's the thing. At the end of the day, you have a YouTube channel, you have whatever. You got to make it your own. You got to do your authentic self. That's not me. I don't want to have my hands on camera rolling through stuff. I want to just be able to talk. I want this channel, and I think a lot of people understand that. It's you and me. It's Ted over there and Timmy over here and Joe right there in front. And I'm talking to them. We're having a conversation. And that's why Todd chimes in and helps me every once in a while. It's a conversation channel. It's almost like the news where you put a picture up on the side and here's the flames of the fire. And Kyle's talking about the fire and saying, I think that was set by some arsonist, crazy guy from the couch with no shoes. That's what it's about. I've said enough. I'm getting half hot. But that's some of the magic behind the channel, or if that's what you want to call it. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But there it is, Angie. You got to get some Chick-fil-A in you, right? What are you going to get?
Nuggets with kale crunch salad and a lemonade.
$20 right there.
Buffalo sauce drizzled.
I'm debating going off the menu, going crazy. I'm getting this chicken, and I don't think I'd get the grilled. I think I'm going to get the breaded. And it's going to be the jalapeno ranch thing they're promoting like crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even really like Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwiches all that much. I'm more of a nugget guy. But I'm just so over Chick-fil-A. I got to try something different just to keep my sanity. Probably going to take one bite and then throw it across the room. Probably on the wall.
Why don't you try some mac and cheese?
No mac and cheese. Come on. What are we doing? But there it is, Angie. Half hour. Might as well call this a podcast at this point, but it is the 6-year anniversary. But Angie, I got so many weekly purchases. It's insane. We filmed this video was all filmed out of order. So you're going to see that maybe a little bit. And I got a bunch of weekly purchases that have already came for next week. It's crazy. And Angie was a real one. Found some stuff at Walmart today, but we'll talk about that next week. We got enough this week. And Angie, thank you for coming as usual. Thank you for coming for the 6-year anniversary. Thank you for the cake. I wish I could give everybody a slice. Thank you for the balloon. And thank you for taking me out and buying me dinner tonight.
Okay. Sounds good.
Finally. All right. Can we go somewhere I want to go, though? That's the problem. But there it is, Angie. And I guess we'll end it right here. The 6-year anniversary with
That matches
Cowboy.
that shirt perfectly.
Cowboy Kyle. Maybe I'll wear this out
Little
tonight.
Orange, little blue.
I look like a long-haired Jerry Reed is what I look like here. But there it is, Angie. That is the question of the week. If you want to be the question of the week, put your comments in the questions down below. And maybe you will get to be the question of the week next week. Uh-oh, what are we doing? Oh, no, she's taking it. Ride a cowboy or something. I guess so. I guess so. And Angie, I just saw Venice Beach. Weezer was performing at Venice Beach last night or today.
That's crazy.
We just missed it. Just missed it. Anyways, half hour of rambling of a lunatic. It's time for the weekly purchases. All right, let's kick off the weekly purchases of this 6-year anniversary special edition of the weekly purchases. And let's start it off with little Thundercats via Amazon. I did get the new tan edition Lion-O. You guys saw me unbox on the channel many a Lion-Os, but we did unbox the pale version. Now I got the tan version. What am I doing with my life? Did get that through the door this week. Also, my Walmart reset. A few of them reset this week. I did grab this Skeletor. I am by no means all in on this toy line. However, I am going to take a look at this one here. This is the kitty one. I do have the He-Man, which we unboxed on the channel last week. Check it out. Figured I needed a He-Man and a Skeletor, and I could call it good there. We know they did announce some things like Goat Man and stuff this week, but this isn't a line I'm going to keep up with. There's a lot of other toy lines that are probably more warranted in an adult collection, but you never know. Like what you like, don't what you don't. We know how that goes. Also at Walmart this week, I saw this in the clearance aisle. $5? $5 for Bret Hart. I said, for $5? I don't know. It's got the Build-A-Figure Nick Aldis. I said, I could find use of that or give it away or do something. $5 just felt like a steal. So I picked that up this week as well. You saw this one. It is from the big event, the exclusive Big Rubber Guy, Rick the Model Martel. We unboxed that on the channel. Check out the video if you did miss that along the way. And then I was out of town with my wife. We went and saw Daniel Tosh. You'll hear more about that in our podcast this week. Went and saw Daniel Tosh perform. Went to a Target there. And who's sitting on the front of the pegs? Trish Stratus. Oh my gosh, a dish served cold is what we got. But very excited to get this. I've been on the hunt for this for a while. These female figures, so hard to find in the main event line. Very happy to come across that. Now, we talked Big Rubber Guys. How about we talk a little Latoonie? I did get the Japanese edition of Antonio Inoki. We unboxed the regular one. This is the Japanese exclusive version in the black tights, this one. So the other one had trunks. This one has tights. Got this one as well through the door. Very excited to dive into that. Already unboxed this on the channel. I did get 2 of them, though. It is, of course, Special Forces Action Soldier, part of the Legacy Collection, G.I. Joe Classified. Had to represent the G.I. Joe. Check out the review on the channel. And speaking of G.I. Joe, via our friends over there at DJC Collectibles, use discount code 8OFFDJC to save. Did get the Crimson Guard. I got 2 of these ones. It is the female version of the Crimson Guard, though. Very cool to get these through the door. I'm always here for some Joes. You know how we are around here. Always here for some He-Man as well via Mattel Creations. They had this on their website, so I pulled the trigger because Walmart canceled mine. It is the Samurai version of He-Man, so I got that through the door. And then Haulathon continues. It's not over yet. I did find the rest of the Haulathon stuff, and I say me, I mean my wife. Angie did come across all of these last Saturday. Went to a Target, and they just put it all up. Only thing I'm missing now is Donatello from that. But I did get Bob Gray, of course, Pennywise. Got Terrifier 2, Art the Clown. Got those through the door. How about the new Pee Wee Herman? And then she did find me Raphael. And I got the rest of the Haulathon items last week in weekly purchases. Now I got Raphael. Just looking for Donatello. Seems to be a little bit of a harder one to find. We'll see if we come across it here in the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. But that's round number 1 of weekly purchases. Bring on round number 2. Whoa. Stop the clock. Had a late mail delivery here after I finished weekly purchases and had a nice J's pickup today. So we got a little in between weekly purchases and let's dive into it. Let's start with those J's pickups. How about use code Kyle, save yourself 15% as I always say. Got the Wolverine movie, Wolverine Deadpool movies officially. We got Blade through the door. Gotta have Wolverine in his brown suit. Gotta have Wolverine in his yellow suit, playing all those hits. Got X-23. Got Cassandra Nova, looking good. And then we got Cowboy Deadpool as well. You know me, I'm here for a cowboy. Cowboy Deadpool through the door. So we got the latest Marvel Legends wave. Fun to get those. But not done with the Marvel Legends. Did get the red She-Hulk over there at Jay's. Now we have green, gray, and red She-Hulks playing all the hits there. And one I'm very excited about, you know me, I love hairy bipedal creatures. Did get the old Grizzly from the Amazing Spider-Man through the door, playing a lot of hits with this one. A 2-in-1 figure in a lot of ways. Got that. And then last but certainly not least, we got Ghost Rider over there at Jay's Toys and Games. All this stuff available. Save yourself 15%. Got to get a deal out there. Ghost Rider looking good with his cycle. Can't wait to dive into all these Marvel Legends. But the hits keep on coming with Hasbro. Did get another one of these. Got the old Soldier here. We already unboxed it on the channel. Check out the video if you did miss that. How about the Jumpin' Bomb Angels? $75 for this one. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to unbox it on the channel. We'll see what's going on. Title Run Toys. Jumpin' Bomb Angels coming in extra hot. And then how about a little McFarland, a little more McFarland. I did take advantage of a sale they had over there. Hard to find this one. The Jokerized Superman. I couldn't find this at Walmart, sold out, and then they just miraculously had it on the McFarland website, and it was like 20% off. Got to get a deal. Happy to have that in the collection finally. And speaking of Superman, how about Christopher Reeve, available over there at Jay's as well. Got this one for the other face, I guess. Just building out the collection here, a movie edition Superman. Can't go wrong with that one. Can't go wrong for a little He-Man either. I did find these at Walmart this week, part of the reset. Got Man-at-Arms, got He-Man, got Skeletor, and got Beast-Man. It's these mini Masters figures. Only $5 each for these. Not a bad value if you ask me. So we'll probably dive into those in one video. And last but certainly not least for the bonus round, championship round. Yeah, Todd. Scare Glow. We already unboxed it on the channel. I picked up two of these guys. I don't know. I don't know why. I just saw it and I think, I don't know, maybe my dad will want one of these. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll take it back. I don't know. Maybe we'll give it away on the channel. Maybe we'll do that too. Who knows? Or maybe I'll just take it back to Walmart. I don't think this is going to be that hard to find, but I did pick up two of these. It is Scare Glow, looking good from the Chronicles line. So a little whoa, 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 stop the clock weekly purchases. All right, time for round number 2 of weekly purchases. And this is Todd's portion of the weekly purchases. Todd, nice enough from the couch, said it's the 6-year anniversary. This is what I'm assuming you said, Todd, but 6-year anniversary, sent quite the goodie bag my way. Check out the video. But we're going to go through it all again really quick right here. Transformers head, got Bumblebee. How about a little Megatron? So we got both of these from old Todd McFarlane, looking pretty cool. One I'm extremely excited to unbox here on the channel. We did get the Joker, not Jack Nicholson, but we got the Joker through the door. And how about the Platinum version of the Joker as well? Very cool to get those. Also, how about a little Lobo? Got Lobo through the door and the Lobo Platinum Edition. So got those from McFarland Toys this week. But the hits keep on coming. How about Professor Pig Regular Edition? How about Black Hawk Regular Edition? How about Black Hawk Platinum Edition? And how about Professor Pig Platinum Edition? Now, those 4 figures I already have in my collection. So guess what? You guys are going to be the winners of this. I will give these away eventually on the channel. You guys remember the last time I got the McFarland box? I've been giving a lot of that stuff away between weekly purchases, toy news, Instagram, Twitter, the X, of course, and my podcast. So a lot of that stuff I have been giving away. I will continue to do that. So be on the lookout for that, and we'll do Patreon giveaways, all kinds of stuff. So if I already have it and they send it to me, guess what? You guys are going to get the spoils of that, as I will give it away to viewers. So there it is. That's round number 2. We got one more round in this episode of the weekly purchases. All right, the hits keep on coming. Round number 3 of weekly purchases, and we're going to call this the t-shirt portion of the episode, as I did get this from our friends over there at Nerd's Closet, Matt Maniacs. It is the Macho Man Dunkin' Donuts tie-in shirt. They are giving these guys away with those Macho Man orders. They did send me this little promotional material, so I do have this. So we got a little Macho Man there. And then our friends over there at, we've had shirts of them on the channel before. Easy for me to say. But I'm going to give their plug right here. Slickalicious.com or gijive.store. I will post a link in the video description down here. But they were nice enough to send me some new t-shirts this week. You know me, I love a good t-shirt. They sent me the Destro, very fitting with the announcement this week. Iron Grenadiers Destro, a little Iron Maiden takeoff. You know I'm here for that. 2 worlds combining. A fun shirt here that my wife said she's going to take over. It is the chameleon logo from the Swamp Skier. So we got that going there. Nice little greenish color, looking beautiful there. And last but certainly not least, we're bringing out the Ninja Force. Ninja Force Zartan. So 3 figures from there. Like I said, slickalicious.com. Tell them Kyle sent you. All kinds of different G.I. Joe designs. You've seen me wear the Tiger Force shirt before. You've seen me wear the Bazooka shirt before. So check that one out if you're into some G.I. Joe and some fun t-shirts like I am, and you probably are as well. So shout out to them for sending those my way this week to check out. Very nice of them. But we're going to keep on the McFarland train here in round number 3. I didn't have these in the collection. It's the gray and green turtles. So I got Raphael, Donatello, how about a little Leonardo, and of course Michelangelo. So those 4 turtles through the door here. I'll unbox those on the channel. We'll get these maybe 1-2 videos. We'll figure it out along the way. And then I got some I already do have here in Michelangelo. Got to have Raphael again. And then 2 that are sleeper figures this year. I really like both of these. It is Bebop and Rocksteady from the DC McFarland line. Very, very cool figures. Very fun on those. I know these aren't for everybody, but they are pretty darn cool, especially the Bebop and Rocksteady. I really enjoyed those. Check out the unboxing. I think we did it over on Kyle Peterson. No, we might have done it on this channel. One of the channels, you'll find it, as I always say, search my name, and you will find whatever item you're looking for. If you search it and then put that item in the search bar, you'll find it eventually. But that's it. Looking around, I think that is it for weekly purchases. I don't see anything else. And let me tell you, that's enough. That's enough. So I got to thank everybody for watching this edition of the weekly purchases. Got to thank everybody for hanging in here for 6 years on this channel. 6 years. I can't believe it's been that long, but here we are. When we started, I had short hair, Todd McFarland. Never forget those days. But a lot of fun, and I truly do appreciate everybody that checks in on all the videos, some of the videos, the toy news, weekly purchases, the podcast, whatever it may be. I do appreciate the support and the continued support, of course. And you guys know by now, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my other YouTube channel. You never know what might be over there. Just did a Buffalo Wild Wings video yesterday. Another one, or 2 days ago, I guess. What is time? But a lot of content over there as well. Subscribe to both YouTube channels. Check out Patreon. Check out YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel and all the hard work that it does take. SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. And you guys know both of my books available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It is the complete guide to the Jakks Class Superstar series, the complete guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers series. So for the 6-year anniversary of the channel and weekly purchases, you know what I'm doing. I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way into another work week.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play? We're going to the end of the line.
Hi, I'm attorney at law Zach Wild, and I'm here to fight for you.
We're the most in China. Tell me where in the world is
Carmen, San Diego.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live.
I'm solid gold. I've got the goods. They stand when I walk through the neighborhoods. I make do you wanna party? It's party time.
Editor of the school magazine.
And when the time comes to go down, in a river of trouble, love and a bounce around, just hold on. I'm falling, hold on.
There's some strange shit going on in this house, and I know damn well it is.
Okay, you non-believers, what about this? Can you give him a big smile, Snappy? Yeah, boy, he's a good boy.
Kids.
Nice try, guys.
Spawn from Todd Toys. We're out to plaster the competition.
I found out a long time ago. You gotta learn to say yes when life says no.
Come on, kid, open the door.
For free with Education Connection. Get connected for free with Education Connection.
Hey, little girl, What's your favorite kind of bread?
Surly butter bread.
Wow, well, guess what? You're in luck.
The music died.
We've been prepping you for this your entire life.
The money, honey, I've got the time, and we'll go honky-tonkin', and we'll have a time.
Kyle, I'm a rock star for a reason, Kyle.
Oh, this didn't happen. No. Are you kidding me?
Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for suffering?
Desire to write your initials in wet cement.
Ever gone mountain biking? What do you want to be when you grow up?
What's the right tip?
Have you called a plumber
On
to
the
your home?
channel, we're unboxing Super 7 Ultimate Always Ready Matt Cardona. Hey, wait, that's me. Hope Kyle gives it 10 stars.
Play over 200 highly skilled individuals. And we want
How excited are you for this movie?
great pay benefits, 401k matching, vacation, and company perks. Our company
Me too.
environment reflects our family's values.
All right. Hello.
Maybe conspiracy isn't the best word, but it also is the right word. I mean, they're a little confused because I don't think they watch this channel. They see some of the posts, they see some of the stuff, they hear some of the chirping, but I don't think they watch the videos. I don't think. Who knows? But
AJ, Big Justice, I heard the good news. You're coming out of retirement. Good for you. You're not the only one, though, that's coming out of retirement, as I got somebody. He's 6'8", and as they say, you can't teach that. My dad, and we're challenging you at AEW Collision, October 26th, to a chicken bake on a pole match. We're gonna bring the doom to you.
When a couple mile comes around, that's a game my papa takes the bus to town. Mama promised me that I could go.
Then the boys said, listen, that I'm not ashamed. Tonight I show you just how good I am.
After midnight, people are trying to sleep. Stop! Stop it! 'Cause I'm a rocker, I'm a roller, I'm a rockin' man.
and when I say retro wrestling figures, I'm talking the Hasbro style. You guys know what we are talking about there. Now, we've done Elites, Ultimate Countdowns. We have all of them on the channel. Big rubber guy styles. We're doing all of them. But today, one of those things.
Hello, Kyle Peterson. How are you? This is Emmanuel Lewis. You also know me from the TV show Webster. Listen, man, I think it's so awesome. Thank you so much for being a fan of the show, having seen every episode. I can't even, fathom that.
Welcome back to the channel. Emma here. And Al, and we're taking over the channel.
Go to sleep. Give us all. See you later!